Welcome back to Old Charles, the channel where we uncover the history, stories, and values behind rare and vintage coins from around the world. Today, we'll be diving deep into a coin that holds both historical and collectible significance, the German 10 Pfennig coin from 1976. If you have one of these coins in your collection or just found one in your old savings, stay tuned till the end, because you'll learn about its fascinating history, condition details, and most importantly, its current market value. Before we talk about the value, let's first go back into history. The 10 Pfennig coin belongs to the Deutsche Mark currency system, which was introduced in 1948 after World War II when Germany was rebuilding its economy. The currency was managed by the Deutsche Bundesbank, and it became one of the strongest and most stable currencies in the world during the Cold War era. The 10 Pfennig coin was a small denomination coin, but it played a big role in everyday German life. People used it for small purchases like newspapers, bread, candies, or for using payphones and vending machines. By 1976, Germany was already experiencing economic growth, often called the German economic miracle, and the Deutsche Mark symbolized that recovery. Now, focusing on the 1976 10 Pfennig coin, this piece was struck in large numbers, but over the years, many were lost, melted, or heavily circulated, which makes finding one in excellent condition more challenging today. The coin features an oak seedling, which symbolizes growth and renewal. This design is deeply symbolic of Germany's post-war recovery and rebuilding. The oak tree is also a traditional German symbol of strength. Surrounding the seedling is the word Bundesrepublik Deutschland, meaning Federal Republic of Germany. On this side, you will find the large number 10, representing the denomination, with the word Pfennig below. At the bottom of the coin, you'll notice a small mint mark letter, which identifies the German mint where the coin was produced. In 1976, mints included letters like A, D, F, G, and J. These mint marks can sometimes affect the value for collectors. The coin was made of brass-coated steel, giving it a golden appearance. Its weight was around 4 grams and diameter about 21.5 mm. Despite being small, it had a sturdy and durable build. The year 1976 saw millions of these coins minted across different German mints. However, the exact rarity depends on the mint mark. Some mint marks had higher production numbers, making them more common, while others were minted in smaller quantities. Collectors often look for coins with lower mintages or coins that survived in excellent condition. Although not extremely rare in circulated condition, uncirculated or proof-like examples are becoming harder to find as decades pass. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know, the value. If your coin has been used in daily transactions and shows wear and scratches, it usually holds a value of around $0.10 to $1 USD, mostly as a collectible rather than monetary value. A coin that has been preserved without scratches, dents, or discoloration can sell for anywhere between $2 to $5 USD depending on the mint mark. If you have a coin graded by professional grading services like NGC or PCGS in MS 65 or higher, the value can reach up to $10 to $20 USD, sometimes even more if the coin is flawless. Though rare, proof versions made for collectors can command higher values. These are specially struck with mirror-like finishes and could be worth $20 or more depending on demand. Remember, condition is key. A 1976 10 Pfennig coin in poor shape may just be worth a few cents, but in pristine condition, it can fetch a nice premium among collectors. Now let's go deeper into coin grading and why it matters. Good G*** heavy wear, scratches, and faded details. Value is minimal. Fine F** moderate wear, but design details are still visible. Slightly more collectible. Extremely fine XF** light wear, most details clear, and coin still has good eye appeal. Uncirculated UNC** no wear, full luster, and sharp details. These are the coins collectors seek most. Mint state, MS65 plus **, nearly flawless with brilliant shine and no noticeable marks. These are the rarest and most valuable, so, when checking your coin, always pay attention to scratches, shine, color, and sharpness of the design. Even a small difference in condition can mean a big difference in value. Beyond monetary value, this coin is a piece of German history. It represents a time when Germany was divided into East and West, yet the Deutsche Mark became a symbol of prosperity in West Germany. When Germany reunified in 1990, and later transitioned to the euro in 2002, the Pfennig coins were phased out. That makes these coins a nostalgic and historical keepsake. So, that was the story of the 1976 Germany 10 Pfennig coin, a small coin with big history. While its market value may not make you rich, its historical importance and collectability make it a must-have for any world coin collector. Oh, you have a 1976 10 Pfennig coin in your collection. Check its condition, look for the mint mark, and who knows, you might have a valuable one. We're taking a closer look at a fascinating piece of German currency, the 10 Pfennig coin from 1976. At first glance, it might seem like just a small coin, but its history tells the story of post-war recovery, economic growth, and the journey of Germany itself during the Cold War era. Let's dive deep into the history of this coin before we uncover its current value and condition. To understand the importance of the 1976 10 Pfennig coin, we need to rewind all the way back to the mid-20th century. After World War II, Germany was left devastated. Cities were in ruins, industries were destroyed, and the existing currency, the Reichsmark, had lost nearly all its value. Inflation was rampant, and bartering became more common than using money. People often traded cigarettes or food instead of paper money because no one trusted it anymore. In 1948, the Western Allies, the United States, the United Kingdom, and France, introduced a new currency, the Deutsche Mark, DM. This new currency was stable, strong, and became a symbol of hope. Alongside the Deutsche Mark, smaller coins called Pfennigs were issued for everyday use. Just like cents are to the dollar, 100 Pfennigs made up one Deutsche Mark. The 10 Pfennig coin was one of the most commonly used denominations. It was small in value but essential in daily life. Imagine paying for bread, a tram ride, or a newspaper in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. The 10 Pfennig coin would almost always be in your pocket. By the 1950s and 1960s, West Germany began what is famously called the Wirtschaftswunder, or the German economic miracle. With the help of the Marshall Plan, strong industrial growth, and the hard-working German population, West Germany transformed itself from a war-torn nation into one of the world's strongest economies. During this period, the Deutsche Mark gained a reputation as one of the most stable currencies in the world, and the Pfennig coins were trusted symbols of that strength. Now, let's focus specifically on the 1970s, when your 1976 coin was minted. The 1970s were a turbulent yet dynamic decade for West Germany. The country was firmly divided into West and East Germany. West Germany aligned with Western Europe and the United States, while East Germany was under Soviet influence. Despite the division, West Germany thrived economically, and the Deutsche Mark was strong internationally. The 1976 10 Pfennig coin reflects this era of strength and stability. Even though it was a small coin, it carried deep symbolism. On its obverse side, it shows an oak seedling, a very important German national symbol. The oak tree has long represented endurance, strength, and growth in German culture. After the destruction of World War II, this oak seedling symbolized Germany's rebirth and rebuilding. Every time someone used this coin, they were reminded of the country's resilience. Another important aspect of this coin is that it was minted in several German mints, marked with small letters like A, D, F, G, and J. Each mint represented a different city. For example, this system allowed Germany to produce millions of these coins efficiently while also giving collectors a variety of mint marks to look for today. By 1976, coins like this were everywhere in West Germany. Children used them for candy, workers used them in vending machines, and commuters dropped them into ticket machines. It was the coin of everyday life, touching the hands of millions of Germans each day. But the story doesn't stop there. When the Berlin Wall fell in 1989 and Germany reunified in 1990, the Deutsche Mark and coins like the 10 Pfennig became symbols of unity and strength. People in the East began using the Deutsche Mark as well, and it quickly replaced the East German mark. For East Germans, holding a 10 Pfennig coin was more than just money. It was proof of being part of a new, unified Germany. Finally, in 2002, Germany said goodbye to the Deutsche Mark and the Pfennig coins when it adopted the euro. The 10 Pfennig coin, including the 1976 version, was officially demonetized. That means you can no longer spend it in shops, but it became a collectible and a piece of history. When it comes to coins, one of the most important factors in determining their value is condition. Two coins from the same year and same mint can have completely different values depending on how well they were preserved. Collectors and dealers use a system called coin grading to describe a coin's condition. This grading system ranges from heavily worn coins to coins that look brand new, as if they just left the mint. Let's go step by step through the different condition levels you might find for a 1976 German 10 Pfennig coin. This is the top condition level for the 1976 10 Pfennig coin. The coin shows no signs of wear, and it looks exactly as it did when it left the mint in 1976. You'll see full golden luster, sharp details in the oak leaves, and a clear mint mark. Professional coin grading services, like NGC or PCGS, would give it a mint state grade, MS60 to MS70. A flawless MS65 Plus example with brilliant luster and no scratches could fetch a strong premium. Value, around $5, $20 depending on rarity and demand. Although rare, there are proof versions of the 10 Pfennig coins made for collectors, not circulation. These coins have a mirror-like finish and are struck multiple times for sharp details. If you have a proof 1976 10 Pfennig coin in perfect condition, its value could go much higher than regular coins, sometimes $20 or more. Condition matters because collectors always want coins that are as close to their original mint state as possible. A worn 10 Pfennig coin may be worth only a few cents, while a shiny, uncirculated one could be worth many dollars. That's why if you find one of these coins, handle it carefully, avoid touching it with bare hands, and keep it in a coin holder or protective case to preserve its value. So remember, with coins, condition is king. The 1976 Germany 10 Pfennig coin is not rare in circulated condition, but if you have one in high grades or even proof quality, you're holding a more valuable piece of history.